All right, here's the top 5 welterweight contender, Belal. Remember the name Muhammad. And I pause at calling him an overachiever, but there were a lot of people who didn't necessarily think that this man was going to vault into the top 5 and be the factor that he has become in one of the UFC's deepest divisions.
Well, when you're this committed, when you are so committed to your craft, and you have an iron will that you will be something special, you can accomplish anything. And that's Belal Muhammad. When you talk to him, you get a sense that this guy believes that he's the best in the world. He doesn't believe it. He applies the work ethic to it to make himself and give himself a chance. It has allowed for him to be exactly where he is today.
And now he believes he might just be one win away from his first shot at the UFC title. We'll see how it goes for Muhammad tonight. All right, so the path to UFC welterweight gold, of course, goes through the UK, courtesy of Leon Edwards' win over Kamaru Usman, but he's got to keep the focus where it belongs. He's got another hungry young challenger in front of him tonight.
Yeah, and Leon Edwards is one of those guys that can lock in. He's one of those guys that doesn't seem to me now from the outside to be a guy that falls in love with everything that comes with being the champion. He lives in the now, and he will have to do exactly that if he wants to retain his championship tonight. He's got to be able to use his boxing. Leon Edwards is fast.
Oh, yeah.
Everything he does right. He's crisp, he's sharp, and he uses all of his tools. He is really the definition of mixed martial artist, and that will have to be on display tonight if he wants to keep his championship.
You're right, and he may not wow you with muscle mass, but this is quite a frame for the UFC's welterweight division, and Leon Edwards has all eyeballs on him here tonight.
You ready to fight? Ready. Good.
All right, here's the bona fide welterweight contender, Belal. Remember the name Muhammad. This man has been a force really ever since he stepped foot in the UFC. But over the last 2 years, his wrestling and his grappling and his pressure game have gone to an entirely different level. As such, he has vaulted into the top 5 in the world. And if he can win this fight tonight, don't look now, but Muhammad might be challenging for the title later this year. And now some knees. Oh, beautiful striking there by Leon Edwards. He has really become a well-rounded welterweight. You saw in the Gunnar Nelson fight how good his wrestling defense was. Leon Edwards is a real problem, DC.
Big double leg level change.
Fighter able to reverse position on the ground and gain a dominant position. Nicely done. Edwards trying to make some of these ground strikes count.
He's going to start trying to move to a submission here. It looks like he's trying to attack an arm triangle. That is tight.
Oh, somehow, some way he got out.
These guys are back and forth, but the submission defense wins this transition.
Well, the ground and pound is there once again. Strong work here by Belal Muhammad. Working for the submission once again.
He's fighting. He wants this very bad.
Oh, he's got that arm tight now.
He's starting to get it in there deep. This has got to be the end.
Oh, he's out.
He actually escaped. Look, I got to stop writing these dudes obituaries, man. I always think they're done. Surprise me. Great defense by this fighter.
All right, so some high-level stuff there on the ground, but as they make their way back to the feet, a huge response from the crowd, no surprise.
I loved it. I loved all the grappling that was on display there, but fight fans want to see striking, and that's exactly what they're going to get as he finally makes his way back to his feet.
Champ, look at that redness underneath his elbow. A lot of those strikes to the body starting to pile up.
Getting beat up and being smart enough to not be headhunting the entire time. I like this. I like this approach.
Oh, picture-perfect shot there, DC, and one more of those, he might be out.
I mean, the fight is going to be over. I can't believe he's still standing. That shot landed perfect.
Nice job blocking that shot.
Just over 2 minutes to go.
Big shot lands for both guys.
Nice. Nicely done. Oh, beautiful jab there from Leon Edwards. And if you don't know the name Leon Edwards, you're going to start to hear his name increasingly. Truly one of the better fighters in this division.
Absolutely. And the reason you don't know his name is because he's more of a quiet guy. He's very reserved. He used to be at AKA for months, and you barely knew that Rocky was even there. He was just there to get his work in, as he's doing his work now inside the octagon.
Well, he keeps going back to the well with that left hand, just out of range. As effective as straight punches we've seen all night.
Huge straight punch lands, and he's got him hurt very bad.
Oh, that's tight.
Oh, he's getting submitted. Oh, he got him.
Do you believe it? Leon Edwards has done it. Well, everybody in this arena still digesting this result. What a win for him tonight, and he gets it done by submission, no less.
He said he was going to get it done by submission. To watch an athlete call a shot is always fun. He should be very proud.
All right, so a wild round and a wild sequence there on the ground, DC. Talk us through the highlight.
He's such a phenomenal grappler. I don't understand how people don't know that this guy wants to submit you. He is the best grappler, best submission specialist we've seen in a long time.
All right, Bruce Buffer is in there with the official decision.
Ladies and gentlemen, referee Herb Deans called a stop to this contest at 3 minutes, 47 seconds of the very first round, declaring the winner by tap out, and still the undisputed UFC welterweight champion of the world, Leon Rocky Edwards.
All right, so Leon Edwards, your winner tonight by submission. Perhaps not the way the masses drew it up, but you've been saying for years how